Hello, I'm Michelle Roy from Avoyelles Parish, and I teach at the Louisiana School for the Agricultural Sciences. This lesson is a lesson in my English 4 class of 12th graders. My content today involves the novel Their Eyes Were Watching God, which is an additional text to our Unit 2 study of the Canterbury Tales. Our Unit 2 study is from the guidebook 1.0, and our goal is to connect Unit 1 information on Joseph Campbell's monomyth theory to the protagonist of Their Eyes Were Watching God. Our objective today is for students to participate in a collaborative discussion in order to select relevant textual evidence that connects these two texts. Prior to our lesson today, students have read the novel, taken weekly quizzes, and have tracked the monomyth stages in a writing log. Because I saw some misunderstanding in their logs over time, I felt that this was an important lesson in order to clear up misunderstandings about the stages before they moved on to their writing assignment. One important adaptation I made in this lesson is that 2 of my students who are less proficient readers because of slow speed, I ensured that they were in the group that had the most examples of a particular monomyth stage. That way, if their reading had not been totally completed, they would have plenty of opportunity to find examples for that stage. My students do struggle with the volume of evidence to select in a novel, and because of that, I thought small group participation would help them select relevant evidence before they decided what to use in their writing assignment. Last week in our big text talk discussion, we said that she is atypical of the hero. Remember, we said she is not the typical epic hero. We went into all that. So now we're going to go closer into how she fits the stages, how she fits the characteristics. So let's look at our prompt. How does Janie, protagonist in Their Eyes Were Watching God, fulfill the essential heroic qualities found in Campbell's monomyth study in Unit 1? How does she fulfill his framework? And we've been working on that. So I asked you to bring your logs today, and you got your book. So in your groups, you're going to get more specific into each stage. All right? And at the bottom here is what you're going to do in group 1, and I'm going to give you about 15 minutes on the clock. Okay? Each group member needs to provide at least one important piece of evidence that demonstrates Janie's role as an epic hero in your stage. Okay? So my road of trial people. Don't worry about freedom to live right now, okay? Just in your stage, find your examples. How does Janie and her experiences fit this stage? Provide some page number and some explanation of as long as you have it up here. All right, so before you move, in your groups, here's your closing question. Where did you as a group agree or build on each other's ideas? So what was the big idea or the big piece of evidence that you all agreed on, and why did you agree on it? Okay, so there's your wrap-up question. Okay, what was the big piece of evidence you all agreed on, and where did you build on each other? So that's at least the first point you want to bring up in the next group. Okay? What's your one big point that you all agree with?
Well, we had a revelation that she was, like you said, put her on the job.
Okay, so that may be one of the big points that you bring up first when you go to the next group. Okay? You all agree with it. So what is your one big point that you all agree with? Let's move. Okay? Your next group is going to be your share out group. You were in your expert groups. You become an expert on this area. Now you're going to go to your other groups and share out. I would like each member to discuss at least 2 important pieces of evidence from your first group. Everybody knows one for sure that you all agreed on, that you thought was most important. Remember, you are the expert in this area. You are the expert on road trials, Valley of the Whale, so on, okay? And talk about why your first group said this was important, okay? Please discuss in the order of the monument. And you're gonna take notes on anything that you wanna add anywhere in your log, okay? Anywhere in your log. So, let's move, A's over here, there's a sticky for you, B's and C's.
How do you know who goes first, like first, second, or?
That's what I just said, make sure you go in order of the
Oh, okay.
monument, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the directions up on the screen for you. Starting with, what's our first, stage? What's our first stage? Okay, that we were looking at today, yes, we know call to adventure, okay? But the ones we're working on today were road trials, so you're gonna start with road trials and then move on from there. So you're gonna share out, and everybody add to your log as you need, okay?
So I had road trials. And we revealed that Nanny put her on
I got it.
her road trial. Because, you know how Nanny was pushing her to get married or whatever. So, Nanny kind of, she needed to, start her journey.
The dog run after like 1965 and 66. So, the gun came up unsteadily, but quickly, and then when I at James Press, that's when TK decided that he was gonna attempt murder.
So isn't,
They was flooding the cows, like, floating, so Jamie tried to grab the cow's
Yeah.
tail to get onto the cow, and that's when the dog was on the cow also.
We checked it out.
Real world, their world in there, the real world, cause you know, she been a part of that the whole life.
And then on 163 was like swimming, that's all, the lake is coming.
Did you not believe?
So they were about to drown.
One night,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, then I think our
Well,
bigger
she knows
question
to
is,
get
yes,
a
I think
foundation
our
to
bigger
get
question
the
is how
water.
can transfer worlds and freedom to live?
intertwined.
Yeah, so that would be the big question you'd wanna ask in your group. Why do those two stages, or how can they overlap or intertwine, Eric, that's a good word, intertwine. Okay, so after Grace has her turn, that I think would be the question y'all need to talk about.
Okay. I used, it says, but the mug meant tea cake, and tea cake wasn't there. This was after, you know, she got out of jail, but then it kind of somewhat starts to sink in, like, tea cake's really dead, like, the love of my heart is, the love of my life is really gone, so it's like, it's kind of like, she has this connection to tea cake, but it is through the mug. Like they say, home is where the heart is. Tea cake's in the mug. She has tea cake. The mug is her home. Her heart is in the mug.
We had freedom, and we basically came up with like 2 points, but our big point was on page 191, it's chapter 20. It's like that second break where she says, so I'm back home again and I'm satisfied to be here. I dove into the horizon and back now, and I can say,
Okay, let's wrap up our second group with this task. two most important points you have heard from a group 2 member today. Doesn't even have to be from the same person, okay? Write down 2 important points, or mark, star, some of you like to color code, whatever you're doing. The 2 most important points you heard today from your group 2 member. Okay, from your group 2 members. You're gonna do your by yourself work at your group, okay? But I would really like you to do this independently. So your independent work is, number 1, determine which 3 stages of all the stages we've discussed. I'm gonna let you pick 3. You pick the 3 stages that you think show Campbell's monomyth with Jamie as an example. Okay, so number 1, pick which 3 stages you want to talk about. Or should I say write about? And then, all this textual evidence you have, I gave you a little rubric from your essay writing, just on the evidence part. Okay, this is your rubric, you've seen it before, you're used to seeing the whole page. Okay, go through your log now, and rank your evidence so that you'll know this is what I really want to use, this is really good, maybe this won't work. So if something is, you think it's a 1, it's kind of limited, and I put you a note there, you need to find something else to match your topic, okay? If you think it's 2, it connects, but it might be a stretch. I can make it work. Some of you like to do that. I would say that's a 2. Number 3, this is useful and it's relevant to my stage. Number 4, it is the most relevant thing I have. I can't develop my explanation if I don't have this textual evidence. Okay? So by yourself right now, your last job is to pick your 3 stages and then go through and rank your textual evidence so you'll know which is your best and most relevant.
All of our textual evidence?
The ones you know you want to use, okay? Yes, and you can mark them like that.
How many pieces would you like?
Okay, how many pieces do you need to, you just like, you know, you're gonna have 3?
Oh, for like
You have to have 3 topics, okay? 3 topics. All right? Let's get to work, and then we will wrap up in about 10 minutes. The objectives of this lesson were met. I know we reached our objectives because of the student conversations that we had during group work and the examples they showed me at the end of the lesson during the independent work. All students located relevant textual evidence, and they could defend their evidence and why it fit at least 3 stages of the monomyth. Even my 2 students who were less proficient readers had multiple examples that accurately fit 3 stages of the monomyth. If I taught this lesson again, I would end it with a student evaluation of the discussion process itself. I would like some more specific data on how this jigsaw discussion met their writing needs, and if it was helpful in narrowing down the volume of textual evidence that they were dealing with in this novel. Following this lesson, students will write a thesis statement, 3 topic sentences, and show the evidence that supports those 3 topic sentences. I will check this homework as a formative assessment for accuracy and to check for readiness to write a draft. Thank you.